Apologies for the technical issues. We're still getting used to this. Still getting used to this, getting better. Sometimes the stream cuts out, sometimes tech isn't your friend. Today it's not been our friend. But we are back with Mark, the Maestro Cleaver, in a crucial game. He needs to run, definitely needs to run. Needs to be looking at least sort of quarterfinals, semi-finals, and obviously depending on what Ben Robb and John Hurring do, but you know that they're all going to be in the latter stages of the competition, so let's see how Cleaver performs. It's a massive opportunity to make the World Cup team alongside Hopes. It's huge. It's a big tournament, it's a big global tournament, and I think with the way the format is that there's a really good chance with the doubles format, if you play well with your partner. We've seen so many upsets in the PDC World Cup. We saw Austria get to the final last year. We saw Spain do very well a few years ago. It levels the playing field out a little bit, so I think New Zealand would be on the edge of doing some damage, making a run. So Hopes is the anchor of the team. He's been over there. He's played these boys regularly. So is Ben Robb and Cleaver and Hurring, to be fair. But with Hopes with that experience, I really feel have a good run this year. I'm hopeful, very hopeful. And all these boys are just pushing each other, making each other better. And that's what Ben Robb was alluding to earlier in the interview that we posted. He's happy, he loves to see everyone playing better, so they're just pushing him so that when he goes overseas, he's playing well. He's having to average in the 80s, 90s, because when you go over to the Challenge Tour, or obviously the PDC Pro Tour, you've got to be hitting those 90 to 100 to even win legs, let alone win games. So Mark Cleaver against Kilani Hillman here in the last 32. Mark Cleaver, friend of Drowning Prevention Darts, done a lot for us, a lot to promote us. Great player, veteran, been around, comes from a darting family. I just want to have a little conversation, a little talk about the DPD, drowning prevention side of what we do. We've actually got a roadshow coming up, which is the regional Water Safe Families Roadshow. There's a big issue in Aotearoa about swimming lessons and water safety education. 50% of families are missing out on support and swim lessons because they're so expensive, and obviously the times that we're living in, everyone's cutting back, so that's probably one of the first things to go. With Splash Save, which is the charity that Drowning Prevention supports, provide affordable resources to families that are missing out, practical and easy support to teach parents to teach their kids basic water safety around the house, beaches, rivers, boats. And what we do is we're fundraising to deliver the National Roadshow and be able to provide these resources for free. So go around the country, rural areas, city areas, anywhere. There's always a coastline pretty nearby in Aotearoa. So it's not a cost barrier to the communities. So yeah, I just encourage you guys to reach out, follow the YouTube, the Facebook, the YouTube, the Dart stream, spread the word, because that's part of why we're doing this is to raise awareness. We're raising awareness for drowning prevention, we're raising awareness for darts, trying to build a positive community here. And so yeah, have a look, you know, see if you can maybe buy a pack and give it a try. Take your kids down to the pool and give it a crack. It's Mark Cleaver tidies up that leg, or does he? It's 1-0 to Cleaver. Looks pretty in the zone. Doesn't give much away with emotions. Plays one game at a time. And just looking at the draw, we got the round 2 top 16. Potential for a Haupai Puha John Hurring clash. Always knew that Hopes is going to come in here and not upset. He's going to win some games and he's going to disturb the order of those top 3 and maybe have an influence on who gets that World Cup spot. So. But Hopes has to get past Frank the Tank, and he's a big tank, not always that easy to get past. Mark Cleaver started off this leg pretty solidly, 140 and 60. Don't know too much about Kilani, to be honest. If I get someone along that might have an insight into his game. If he's made the last knockout stages, then he obviously can throw a dart. But we all know Mark Cleaver can throw a dart. So John Hurring's up next against Hayden Smith. Hurring won his first knockout game 4-0, so as did Haupai Puha. Hayden Smith has taken out Tukes in the previous round, 4-0, so clearly not a guarantee here for John Hurring, that's for sure. As Cleaver looks to set up, he's well in control of this leg all the time in the world. All the time in the world. 102. That's alright, 87. You can still take it out with a triple 19. 78 left. What does he want to do? He's got triple 18. Oh. Triple 5. That's 68 left. Bad counting from me. Cleaver 53 for 2-0. No pressure. It's a single bit. You like a double 10? Nope. He's still way back on 227. Great day here at Sunset Darts Club in Nelson. Enjoy the venue. It's a proper darts venue, this. Friendly staff, friendly locals. Good vibe, as is with most of these Pro Tours. It's always positive. Everyone's trying to win, obviously, but everyone's friendly and there's good banter, and it's just a very good, positive place to be. Cleaver's making a little mess of this. Leaving himself 5. Hillman's putting no pressure on him though. Takes out the 5. So I've had a little look around the boards. Yeah, Frank Bush had taken out Scott Mainsey's, which is an impressive victory because Scotty's playing pretty well. Johnny Tata beat Daniel in 4-1. He's just always consistent, averaging around the 90s, seemingly at will. Johnny not in the race for the World Cup spot, but certainly in the race for a place at Ali Pali and definitely a place at the Masters. He's been on that stage 2 or 3 times, beaten Peter Wright up there, pushed Rob Cross all the way in that second game. Took out, I believe it was a 167, it was a big check out, 167, 161 against Luke Littler last year. And he went down 6-3 to Luke Littler, so Johnny's he's known, so he's not a dark horse, but he feels like a dark horse when he's playing. He just gets on with it, wins games convincingly. So yeah, let's see how his season goes. He's concentrating on his DPNZ tour this year, I think, more than the Darts Council, trying to get that place at the World Championship. A few Scott Menzies Ghost Pepper shirts in the building today. You can see at least 3, 4. One is Scott Menzies. Unfortunately, he's out though. Frank the Tank. There's Mark Cleaver again, dominating this leg. Yeah, just a couple of 2 treble visits each time. Kilani Hillman only averaging 54. That's he'll be well aware that's never going to get it done against Mark Cleaver. But here we go with a 140. Cleaver with an 18. Maybe he'll split this. No, he's got time. No, it goes straight for it. Double 4. Inside. What's Hillman got here? Cleaver's going to be back for this 4. He hit double 2 in the last leg.
On board 13, Tony Rock.
Not quite a marker. Oh, it is a marker. He just came in off that. I wish I could do that. Just first one. Been told, aim for the flight. Go for the flight. Doesn't work. Not for me. I think Darren Herwini told me that one. Told me a few things. It didn't stick, but shout out to Darren Herwini. Sure he's listening. And I was just doing a shout out to Darren Herwini.
Oh, where is he?
I'm sure he's listening.
Yeah, everyone's asking, where's the slick? Where's the slick? Anyway, we've got Mark Cleaver and Kilani Hillman. I'm pretty sure that Kilani plays out of Tokoroa Association, so real good player.
And Carney.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't know too much about Kilani, so yeah.
Yeah, so plays out of the Tokoroa Association. Really good player. Won a few tournaments during the year. So he's got a big task to put out the maestro. Put out the maestro. But the way this maestro is playing, she's going to be a tough task.
Yeah, 3-0 down, and then Cleaver's on 1-8-1 after 6. Not looking great.
Well, and you can't take away from Kilani. He's been playing a real good game. But thing on the starter, but hey, fuck. What a quality player there, Marcus, at the moment. This is his game to lose for him to play in the World Cup against Hopes. So, and at the moment, it doesn't look like he's going to lose that spot.
Yeah, he's putting down a marker with this game. I mean, he's He's on an 11 darter here to win it, averaging 87. But it's getting interesting here, Rage. So we got a potential for a battle between John Hurring and Haupai, but Hayden Smith took out Tukes in the previous round, so that's not a guarantee for John Hurring either.
And that's an interesting match too, Hayden and Tukino, because Hayden is the hometown favourite. So this will be interesting. I'll give it 4-zip. Team data. I'm not sure. Don't hold me to that word, whānau, but I think it was a 14 data. And we're just rolling into the last 32 at the moment. And so we've got an interesting fact here. So if John Hurring can win these two games, like say win Saturday and Sunday, well then it puts Maestro in a bit of a tight spot. But in saying that, Maestro, I think he can just get to the top 4, and I think he's already made it. So,
yeah. Well, Rage, actually, I did some chat GPT and I told it the positions, and it gave me some scenarios. Interestingly, it told me that John Hurring, if he wins both days, like he did last month, easier said than done, he will be guaranteed that spot, no matter what Cleaver does. So, Cleaver needs at least a final. And a win in a final, again, easier said than done, will safely put him through. But it's all to play for, man. It's really all to play for.
Yeah, well, it is all on the line. It's on the line. So Cleaver's 12 points ahead, I think. So if Hurring wins this and Cleaver makes a semi-final or quarter-final, then that means that they put them in both in the same kind of spot, where tomorrow will be a very interesting day. So I look forward to that.
H versus Charles. Charles had a big win against.
We got Big H. We got Big H versus Charles. Some interesting matches. So next up, so Mark Cleaver just won that game, so he plays Johnny Tata next. Also on that sort of bracket, we have Stu Irwin and Jack Sheppard. So whoever wins out of Stu Irwin and Jack Sheppard, it kind of goes up to the top to where they play Johnny or whoever he beats. Got the Big Rig and Steve Higgins playing up, and this is for top 8. Top 16, yeah, quarterfinals, but yeah, we're there. And also we've got the big JHJ and the other J-Dub. I got Jaymie Hilton against Jordan Whyte, which both been playing really good games lately. I don't think Jordan Whyte's been on the practice board, but as you can tell, he's doing the work.
Not a big practicer. Yeah, I wonder who we're going to get on this streaming board. Because I think that I'd love to see the Cleaver Johnny game on the streaming board. Ideally, I think that's the tie of the round. Would you agree?
Yep. Oh, should be a good game. I'll tell you that. Even these this last 16, it was just straight fire. So we got hopes of it against Frank, the Tank, Boohee. Nah. But there's some good games coming up, finally, so stay tuned and let's get amongst today.
Good job. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Give us a like. Get on our YouTube channel and subscribe to that. We've got some content coming in there on there soon, but we're really keen to get to the goal of 1,000 subscribers, which is no mean feat, but we'd like to get to 1,000 so we can start streaming on YouTube. Facebook is great, but we'd love to get to the YouTube streaming level. We've also got a couple of giveaways as well, and I'll talk about them a little bit more shortly. So if you can so giveaway we've got is very fortunate to be able to give away some tickets for the Wellington the ANZ New Zealand leg of that Premier League, which is going to be in Wellington in November. Forget the date, but I think it's early November, and we're going to give away some tickets for that. We're also giving away some e-learning, so I talked a bit about the drowning prevention and the stuff that we do. That's water safety and education. We've got an e-learning program which basically is obviously all online and gives you some tutorials and kind of teaches you through your phone how to implement some of these this water safety for your children and your whānau. So we're giving away 50 e-learning packs or logins to be able to go down to the pool with your kids and teach them some water safety, and that's forever being updated and added to, and the library. And so we're giving away that, and we're giving away some tickets for the ANZ Premier League. So all you need to do is like our page if you don't already like it, and then please go to our YouTube channel. You'll be able to find us on Drowning Prevention Darts. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. And then what I'd ask you to do, so we know confirmation, if you can go into our stream and click done, just put the words done. So once you've done that, then cheers Hippie. Once you've done that, then you'll be in the draw to win those tickets. So that's going to run until August. So yeah, if you can get on that, and then we'll do a draw at the end of August, and we'll hopefully be a bit clearer on who's actually playing in the ANZ Premier League. It's all a bit up in the air, but there's a lot of darts to be played before then. Like I said, this weekend's about the World Cup spot. A couple of months it's going to be about the Masters spot, and then it will all be about the Premier League, and we'll start amping up to that. See if these Kiwi boys can't take down the Aussies. I'm pretty confident they can. Well, who knows who's going to be there? There's a few. So we are in the middle of a game now, just getting the stream going. Jaymie Hilton-Jones is playing Jordan Whyte. The youngsters, I think they're about early 20s. That's pretty young. Both of these guys made the top 16 last year. They were involved in that playoff for the spot that Ben Robb ultimately won. Look at Jaymie just chucking in a 180 like it's nothing. I've never done that in my life. Just too easy. Oh, it's a 1-2-3. Never mind. I'd take that anyway. Nice throw, Jordan Whyte. Quite smooth. No problems. Jaymie Hilton-Jones. Leg one. Breaks the throw. We'll have a little look. Have a little look around the boards. There's lots of stories. Ben Robb's playing Steve Higgins. He's 1-0 up. Haupai is down 2-1 against Frank Bush. Charles Hautapu beating H 3-1. Devlin Cozzy, Mark Cozzy's father, 2-1 up. Although I believe that's in the consolation round. So that's if you don't win or get through to the main knockout round, at each of these DPNZ tours there's a consolation round that's played. That's a good way for these guys to get a couple more games, a bit more experience playing for a title. I know I believe Darren Hederini learnt his trade a bit on those consolation rounds until he started stepping up and beating the best of the best in New Zealand. So it's worth playing for. Jaymie Hilton-Jones having a pretty solid leg here, averaging 88 for the match. There we go, 2-0. Jaymie has to do quite a decent bit of travel. He's from the far north. Each trip to wherever he's going basically is a big trip. As he corrects in, that looks like a 180 to me. We'll have to count. Oh, it's a 140. Deserve more. Jaymie, he'll love me mentioning this, actually hit a bull finish in the round robin stage. Told me he hit the first start with a 50. He liked the lie. Carried on. Boom, boom, boom. 3 bullseyes. Such a talented player. Really talented player. This is a great leg too. He's down to a finish after 9. Jordan Whyte's just on the ropes. And 46 left for Jaymie. Leaves himself tops. Jordan Whyte with an outside chance with the 164, but it's not going to go. Jaymie Hilton-Jones with another leg, 3-0. Breaks the throw again. He's looking unstoppable in this match, averaging 88. Very impressive display. Just honing in on those triple 20s. He's getting the cover shots with those triple 19s. Jaymie's not obviously thinking about that World Cup spot. He's just playing the season. He's got the World Masters on his mind. Be great to see him on that stage. We've not have a new face up there and someone that's young and hungry. See how he performs on the big stage in front of the cameras. I'm pretty confident he'd be comfortable up there. Hopefully this is all helping these guys as well, playing on the stream and playing in front of a few viewers around the world. It's only going to help. There's an 83 from Jaymie. Jordan's playing all right in this leg, though. He's not giving up. Big hill to climb, but starts with one leg. Oh, great darts from Jaymie. Fantastic darts. Leaves himself 56. Can Jordan take out this 80? He's got one dart at tops. He misses it. Hilton-Jones back for a 56 for a 4-zip. Double 10. There it is. What a performance. Averaging late 80s, potentially 90 there. 86. Great game. John Whyte not quite with it at this for this one, to be fair. But Jaymie looked pretty unstoppable. Puts himself in the next round. Let's go around the board. So we've got Mark Cleaver and Johnny Tata. Johnny's 1-0 up on Mark. We've got Caden Milne, 1-0 up on Barry Mills. Ben Robb's comfortable 3-zip, not playing, only averaging a 70, but doesn't look like he's needing much more at that stage. And Haupai and Ben, 3-2. Sorry, Haupai and Frank Bush, 3-2 to Haupai. Jaymie Hilton-Jones, just come off the streaming board. You look very good there, bro.
Oh, yeah, nah, sweet. It was an 86 average. 4-0 result, happy with that. I mean, he 4-0'd me last time in Christchurch. I couldn't get acclimated to the board, and I think that was his situation there, so happy to be on the right side of it. But a lot of darts to be played, a lot to achieve for the rest of the day, so happy with it, but we put it behind me and just move on to the next.
You look dialed into that triple, though. You seem to just, every visit was at least a 60 or a 57. You were catching those triple 19s, the cover shots as well, and you didn't have any trouble on your doubles in that game.
Yeah, no, I was happy with how the switching and the doubles went. For me, the biggest difference between me averaging in the, 60s, 70s, 80s, and then like the 80s, 90s is that triple 19, my switching, and it worked well then, so I was happy with that. But yeah, doesn't mean anything if I don't carry it on in the next game, so a lot of darts left to be played, and yeah, I'm happy with it. A lot of positives to take forward, but it's a whole new effort coming up, so yeah, we'll see what happens. I see Haupai and Frank are 3-0 at the moment. Sorry, that's caught my eye.
Yeah, Frank Bush is pushing Haupai all the way here. That'll be a pretty big upset, to be fair, if Frank takes out Hopes.
Oh yeah, this will be one of the biggest upsets we've had. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure we'll hear it. Yeah, we better click on it, mate. This could be absolutely something, but Haupai's a seasoned professional, so regardless of whether he's got the darts or whether he lost the ball and he's against the throw, you have to rank him as a favourite, but Frank can pull it out, and
well, he's throwing for it.
Not the hottest of starts from Frank, but obviously you can pull it out. 6 bad darts to start doesn't mean nothing if your next 9 are absolutely fire, so this is it. This could be an absolute stunner of a game.
It must be making Hopes nervous.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but yeah, you need a big visit soon, and I don't know. Hopes could be in the driver's seat.
Yeah, we're back in here, Whānau. Let's go. So we got that.
No, I got a phone call.
Can I just ask you a quick question, Brother Jaymie?
Do you want an autograph?
So we've got the big J here. On your opinion, who do you think is going to win tonight?
Obviously, I would like to say myself, but you got to be realistic. There's a lot of good players still in. There are a lot of good players that went out early, but yeah, you'd have to say the winner of this Johnny and Cleaver game would be right up there in the odds. I'm still going, so hopefully I'm up there in the odds. But I mean, look, we all got a job to do. We're all professionals, so we can all beat each other on any given day. So it's whoever shows up, and yeah, it's pretty early to tell, but I'd love to back myself, obviously.
On a scale 1 to 10, how much do you think you're going to win?
Wait, are you still going? If you're out of the comp, then I'd favour my chances, but if you're still in there, then I'd be doubtful.
Well, you're lucky I'm not in there this time, but there's always tomorrow.
Yeah, bro. No, I need to be playing you, bro. I win comps when I play you, so... Nah, my chances are over. I'm done for. It's not going to happen since I haven't got to play you, but oh well, runner-up's fine.
Nah, thank you, Brother Jaymie. Good to have you here. Too much, and good luck on the next games, brother.
Nah, appreciate you, fam. Let's go. Let's get it. JHJ out.
Let's go.
All right, we got Frank Bush, 218. Oh, he's left himself 160. Could have been a big upset here, Rage, but it looks like Hope's 3 clean darts at 24.
Well, you've got Frank Bush here. He's an underdog player, but Haupai just took that out 4-3, which if you see that whānau and you see the averages and stuff, you know, like, that was a good game. A really good game. That was clutch.
Great darts from Frank Bush. He pushed Haupai all the way. Hope's averaging a 92. Fair play to Frank the Tank, one of our favourite commentators on the stream. We might get him over actually for a chat. Sometimes we like to interview. I call it, you know, he lost. We like to interview the losers. He's by no means a loser. He's a great player. Played Hopes, pushed him all the way. Almost caused the upset. We will grab Frank Tank at some point because he is great value. And our boy Charles Hautapu, shout out to Hui if you're listening. He's going to play H, beating H 4-1. Caden Milne or Mr. Barry Mills. John Hurring and Hopes are going to be playing in the quarterfinal. We've got Cleaver and Tata playing at the moment. And Stu in good old Stingray. He's just here for a good time and he just comes along and reaches the last 8, last 16 like it's nothing. Ben Robb safely through. He'll play Jaymie Hilton-Jones in the quarterfinals. We got some great matchups here. Check in with JT and Cleaver. Have a look up what's going on there because that's quite a big game. They're looking. So Cleaver's up 2-1 against Johnny. Just first to 4, relatively short for a darts game of guys of this standard, averaging in 87-90. Just a reminder, we've got the Cleaver Classic coming up. If you're going to be in Hamilton for the Pro Tour or you're around Hamilton, it's at Whyte Working Man's Club. Tio Matu, Mark Cleaver, Jaymie Hilton-Jones, Olivia Corrine, Craig Caldwell will play 4 qualifiers. There's going to be a few good guys going down there to try and qualify. I think Jamie Roberts and shout out to the Auckland crew. The Birkenhead boys, they're all going to be there. Mark Cozzi's expressed interest. There's going to be some good players trying to qualify. And yeah, so get a ticket or come for the qualifier, come and support it. We're going to have a stage even being built. I don't know who's going to build that. Maybe Mark Cleaver. He can build anything, that man. Right, so 2 each, Cleaver Tata. Also, just with the free e-learning, if you go in there and use the code DPD, it's available for the first 50 people that use it. You can get that for free. So if you go to splashsave.org, use the code DPD, that's all in capitals, you'll get the e-learning package completely for free. So there's 50 of those. Get in there, first come, first serve. You miss it, you miss out. Mark Cozzi's just joined me. We're watching, well, it's not on the stream board, it's just next to the stream board. One day we'll have every board stream, but this moment, Mark Cleaver and Johnny Tata in the last 16, 2 each, averaging in the late 80s, early 90s. What are your thoughts?
Well, from what I'm looking at, it looks like a great game. Much respect had between these 2 players, I think. Johnny, what's Johnny just? Oh, it's hard to see from here, but Did he? Oh,
So yeah, we're just working off the old Dark Connect here.
so big setup from Johnny. You feel like Cleaver has to take this if he has any chance, and he's not going to. So Johnny will be looking good to hold his throw here.
Yeah, it's with the throw. So, but Johnny's obviously, if they goes all the way, he's going to have that crucial throw in the final leg.
You know, he does. Oh no, he doesn't pick that up.
Well, Cleaver's, you think he's going to punish this? He normally does. It's not. It's been a bit of a sloppy leg, but
And he does punish those dusty darts. So Cleaver
breaks the throw.
Cleaver with the throw in the last. You'd have to. In his mind, he's just thinking, stay straight, go big, and just put it away. But then again, in saying that, Johnny has the game to rattle off the leg in 12 darts, double quick.
I haven't checked the stats fully, but I feel like Johnny's probably one of the players that's averaging one of the the higher averages of the day. He must be, just from looking generally at what he's been playing. He's averaging 90 per game.
Johnny was in my section, and I'm pretty sure every game was above 90. Absolutely wiped the floor with every single one of us, and made it look quite easy too.
Must be a great feeling.
Yeah, not on the receiving end.
No, of course not.
It's not great to being on the receiving end of anything that Johnny Tata dishes out, but it was good to watch. When I wasn't on the receiving end of it, it was good being the chalker. Right?
Nice to be a chalker when someone's throwing great darts.
It was nice to be the chalker. I was lucky enough. My 2 chalk games had Johnny Tata involved in both of them. So
easy chalks.
Easy chalks, mate. Easy chalks.
Easy maths.
Yeah. I mean, it's easy when all he does is hit hundreds and 140s or 180s. He's a class act, so I would not be writing Johnny Tata off this early in the match.
All right, so Cleaver here is pretty solid start to the leg, minus that 40, but Johnny's pushing him at 125. Cleaver's got to get a 140 here, I'd say.
185 after 9 for Johnny is pretty happy. He'd be looking to set up a 2-dart combination here, I'd say. 177 would be perfect, but
there's a 135, leaves himself 126.
Cleaver's got to be happy with those darts.
Let's see if he can take this out.
Yeah. No, 2 class acts, as I've said, you can't. Could potentially easily be the final, just these 2 players right here, but they've met each other early in the day. But 2 quality players nonetheless.
So yeah, we're a little bit away from the board, but we're looking over. Bit of a mathematical something going wrong here, but what have we got? Cleaver serves himself 34, so it looks like a miscount there, or he hit something he didn't want to, because you don't leave yourself on the old 34.
That would be. I don't want to stand on anyone's toes, but that would be classic Mark Cleaver to miscount.
Yeah. I actually, one of the only games I ever chalked in this scenario, I chalked Cleaver and he miscounted when I was chalking him. And I was very nervous chalking one of the back, and I thought I was, and then someone in the back, I think it was Jack Sheppard, went, no, you're right. I'm like, oh, phew. Yeah, Cleaver had miscounted. I do it all the time. Yeah, I do it on commentary.
Mate, it happens to the best of us. Like, when you're in the heat of the battle, when your socks are right up, mate, there's sometimes it just is what it is, eh? Like, you think you're on, but this is big let off.
Has he gone inside there? It looks like
it looks inside.
So we go 1 for 88 for Cleaver. He's not going to miscount this.
No.
Oh, he's got another way. Oh, Frank the Tank, just off his almost massive upset over Haupai Puha. We were following that in the commentary box. Tell us what happened.
Well, he just got me at the end of it, you know. But shit, sorry, excuse my language, but by crikey, did I put up a fight. I made him sweat, you know, all the way over from wherever he's come from. Now look at him, he's sweating, he's even got a towel. He's like, oh, that was a tough game. But it was.
You might have broken it.
Well, no, probably not. But it was a decent enough game. I'm quite happy with the way I played.
Back to the game over here.
We're getting distracted.
Mark Cleaver has just missed some clean darts for a dub. For the win, I might add. But here comes Johnny. If Johnny can get this, last dart, double one, let's see what he can do. Johnny would have the throw in the last leg if it goes to the decider. So that changes the game for him. He feels he could get this. And it's just gone outside.
Right,
Cleaver for the win. Cleaver for the win.
Clean darts. This is massive for his World Cup campaign.
Inside. Back up to the madhouse, double one.
And he hits it.
Smacked it.
Clutch from Mark Cleaver. He gets the job done on a very tough opponent in Johnny Tata.
Averages have dipped down for the match, but both quality players, both in the mid 80s, 90s for the match, but both dipped down to 80 and 82, but still a quality match, and that's just the way it goes.
Got it done. Crucial. That's massive.
That is massive.
I don't think Hurring and Big Rig would have liked to have seen that.
No. I feel like if you're in John Hurring's shoes or the Big Rig shoes, you were cheering on Johnny Tata right then and there.
I don't think anyone will fit these shoes. John's got small feet, Ben's got big feet, and most of us are in kind of the middle. So, yeah. Damn it, I'm chalking.
You're chalking, mate.
I am chalking.
Do your best, mate.
And the privilege I take in chalking is, it's almost like a match.
Beautiful, Frankie.
Mark Cleaver, Jack Sheppard, and Johnny Tata.
Cool.
Stream. Oh shit, you're 1-2, aren't you?
Second warning.
They can't hear me from down here.
Okay, Dick Picicus. That's your Roman name, Dick Picicus.
Thoughts on Stu on the Johnny Cleaver game?
Well, that was a pretty tense game. They both had darts at double in the last leg there. You just don't expect those guys to miss those doubles, and that just shows pressure on the board. Johnny had 3 darts in his hand at double tops. I don't think I've seen him miss 3 darts this year. So it just shows you that it doesn't matter who you are and how well you play, when there's board pressure and there's a lot on the line, it's hard to keep that dart straight. So, look, Mark got over the line. That was just fantastic for Mark. That could be the World Cup there. A couple of more good results, a couple of more points. But look, it's going to come down to the end of the day. And tomorrow we know who's got the World Cup with Haupai.
And just on that, what Shu said, with the pressure on the board, today, is what it is. But you can already see the tension building in the air, on the board for those. Well, we're going to say 3 players for Mark, for danger for Ben. You can see it. They know within themselves what they have to do, and every game for them is a nitty-gritty for points. And it could come down to one of those scrappy legs for a double one or a double two, but they all know, even today, the pressure is on today, and they are 3 class acts, and you know that they know what they need to do, and it just is what it is, you know.
Well, I just want to say, Mark, and just it's a bit of a privilege to do some commentary on Hopes. He's one of the best players in the world, so I feel a little honoured to be calling this game with yourself, Mark Cozzy, and Stu Irwin.
Well, Hopes is definitely in the top 84. We know that. He's definitely in the top 84. We know that.
Yes.
But these guys can throw tungsten, and like I say, there's a lot on the line this weekend. The World Cup players will be announced at the end of the weekend. We'll know who will be playing with Hopes over in Frankfurt for the World Cup of Darts, representing New Zealand. And regardless of how good they are, what they can throw, when there's tension in the game, and there's tension, you can feel the tension in the air down here. There's a lot riding on it.
I feel like John Hurring, being Christchurch, Hopes is a proud Christchurch man. He knows these two have had many a battle over the years. He knows exactly what he's up against. He knows exactly what he needs to do. If the danger can get his scoring boots going, everyone in this room, when danger's on, no one's going to beat that man. So if he does what he does, Hopes is up against it, but we also know Hopes is the maiden professional, so we know what he can do too. So this is going to be a beautiful game to watch.
I'm expecting some big averages. I fancy some late 90s, mid to late 90s in this one.
Game on.
Let's see what we've got. Best of 9 here, so first to 5.
Yeah, Hopes on the ball, so he's taking the start out, and that's a beautiful 134 to start off. See what John can do to follow it. In the single 20. Try 20. 45.
Here's Rage.
Chirfano, no, Tusi here. So we got Haupai, who's got a lot of class. So what he will try and do is try and hold us through. And what Johnny will do is he'll try and capitalise when he spots a mistake, or that's Johnny's time to pounce. But Haupai leading off with some good scores, showing his class. You know, this is why he's a professional. This is why he holds a tour card. Look at this. You know, after 9 darts, leaving 87, absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, it looks like Haupai started with a hot hand. John back on 398. 87 for the first leg. 70, probably 18s. Probably looks like the single, so just set up with a single 20, leaving himself 32. So that's a beautiful start by Haupai Puha. John really is probably just going to give this leg up, think about holding his throw, and see if the momentum can shift later on in the game. Very strong start by Haupai.
Still, Johnny's hanging in there. You know, he's trying his best, but he's hanging in there. You know, there's a lot of class with what Haupai brings to the game, and the experience he plays for the game.
Yeah, that was two top quality, not even New Zealand players, top quality globally. You know, Hopes is obviously up there. He's in the top 80 in the world, top 85, and John Hurring, and he can mix it with Hopes no problem. So these guys are top players. Hopes obviously back from the UK for a few weeks and coming and mix it back in with the Kiwi boys.
With the crowd, or has he come back to keep his, would you say, hopes alive for a top 16 playoff?
That's absolutely genius. I mean, yeah. Well, who knows, right? Who knows what Hopes' plans are? No one knows. No one knows.
Well, then the class of who he is, you've got to think he's going to feel confident to rack up enough points to pave his way into that top 16 for when it gets announced what we're playing for. Keeping his options open, you could say, while he is on a bit of a break back here in New Zealand.
So we got Hurring's a bit slow start to this match. Stu hopes he's just doing his business, going about the board and hitting those triples, but Hurring not quite woken up in this game yet.
Yeah, Haupai had the hot hand in the first leg, but they're both finding the line now. It's still early in the game. They're starting to find that treble with more consistency. John's certainly finding his line. It's a pretty close leg here. He's got the slight march. He's down to 147, so he's going to have the first look at finish. But it looks like Haupai is going to be on a finish here, and probably a good one. He's in the treble twice. That looks like a 180. 140 was it? 100. It looked better from here. I don't know you guys at home what you thought, but
Shadow darts.
a good 93 there by John, so he sets himself on 54. But Haupai 141, that's doable. Not after the first dart. So it's all about setting it up, keeping it straight, back up the treble 20.
He's happy with that one.
Okay, 54. John will probably go the 14 for tops. Yep. Can't see the tops from our view, so it looks like he's drifting the 5, so double 15. And he pegs it. One leg all.
Just showing off there with 2 doubles to win the game, let alone 1.
That's the only way to go in my book. Okay, Haupai starts straight in the treble 20, finding a line. Looks like he's in there again. Straight down 127.
You didn't quite find the cover there, but it's a good visit all the same.
2 beautiful relaxed dart throws there, just finding their line. John's just drifting slightly. But Haupai again got the lead in the leg. You'd expect from a professional dart player, for New Zealand's first professional PDC tour card holder. Certainly flying the flag for New Zealand, doing well over there. He's got some big scalps over the last 18 months. Josh Rock and a few other good guys, certainly playing really well. And John's finding the treble with consistency. That looks like a 140. Brings him back in the leg.
If you had to guess, Stu or Mark, open to both of you, who would you put your money on to be the next New Zealand Pro Tour player?
I don't know who the next one. I'd definitely rule out Mark Cozzi at this stage until maybe he starts throwing a bit more consistency. But look, it's all open. It's all open. There's just so many good dart players. I mean, if I think back 12 months, there's guys that are in this room tonight that we never saw 12 months ago that are beating seasoned pros regularly now. So, look, you know, you got to look at the youth. You got to look at the future. There's some young kids coming through. I'll give Mark Cozzi a plug. He's certainly someone that's on the rise.
Is he a young kid?
I think he behaves like a young kid, so I'm going to call him a young kid. But
yeah, fair.
Yeah, fair enough. No, but these guys are getting to semi-finals and finals and stuff now. So we've got the established group. We've got the older statesmen. We still CC still coming around. We see Mark Cleaver still plugging there. You got the hashtags that are playing fantastic darts and are leading the New Zealand dart scene. But there's a whole lot of juniors just coming in. Hopes just misses a beautiful opportunity at 174 for John. It's all about setting it up, but I hope I will be coming back for double 8 to take a 2-1 lead. Double four. Double four.
And Mark Cozzi, are you going to be the next New Zealand professional darts player?
No, not the way I've been going today. I've played like I would rather just sit in the corner and read books.
Well, that's not a bad thing either, to be fair. It depends what books you're reading.
No, they'll be picture books, I'd tell you.
Picture books, yeah. Colouring books, maybe.
Yeah, colouring books. Yeah, that's what I'd go for.
Yeah.
Just on that, we will go...
Going around the boards here, what do you got?
Ben Robb versus Jaymie Hilton-Jones, 3-2. Jaymie Hilton-Jones just picks up that leg. Ben is averaging crisp 91, and Jaymie averaging a shade under 80. Quality game over there between the two fellas.
What have we got for the other quarterfinals?
Caden Milne 2-1 up against Charles Hautapu. Very similar averages, mid-80s. Mark Cleaver is currently 1-1 down against Jack Sheppard. Jack Sheppard averaging 97.5.
Do you want to shout out your old man there playing in the consolation? Let's not ignore the consolation, guys.
Yeah. Well, yep, Dad's in the consolation. That's still a last league decider. 2-2 between the boys. I'm not currently sure what stage in the game it is, but the old man is currently not going well.
Back to, we got John Hurring on a 180. Just going to set this up, Stu.
Yeah, it seems to be going with throw at the moment. You know, I'm actually a little bit shocked watching this game. I didn't realise that Mark Cousy could read, but it's really good to know these facts. Certainly for a later date, but this looks like it's going to be 2 games all. John's he's coming back. He's coming back for a tops for a 2-2, and he's got 6 darts from here.
Seems like we're all learning a lot today, Stu. You know, it's education.
You know, it's
He did say picture books.
Yeah, well, it's not about judging a book by its cover, Stu. You know, like every dog has their day, as they say, and yeah, I think I'm a little bit hurt that you don't think I can read, but yeah, I'm pretty good. At
I didn't think you couldn't read. I was just surprised to hear that you could. So that was a beautiful setup from Haupai, leaving himself 36 again. Oh, John's just drifting the 5, 35 down for the 3, looking across for double 16. Oh, inside on the 16. So Haupai will be coming back for 36 for a 3-1 lead, double 18. I would like to just check Haupai's heart rate here, because I still don't think it's gone above 36. He's just such a relaxed player. Now this is the hardest switch in darts, 18 to 9s. Beautiful, 3-1 lead to Haupai.
We'd love to get a heart monitor on Hopes. I reckon you're right. It's just beating very slowly. Just whenever Hopes wants it to beat, it beats.
I'm not really sure why, Stu. Could you comment on why you don't like the 18 to 9 switch? I don't see a problem with it. It's quite the double, I think.
Oh, look, for a lot of players, they don't mind it, but it's known as the hardest switch in darts. It's just gone from one side to the other, so typically dart players will either be working in quadrants on their favourite doubles, and because you're going the different quadrants at the high, it's considered the highest, it's probably considered one of the worst switches in darts. Again, we close our eyes, we hope for the best, and once it leaves our hands, if it goes in, but it's just not one of those that the pros favour.
Well, you've got a few of the top likes of Raymond van Barneveld and Rob Cross that love the double 18, but like you said, once you go inside, it's not looking great, is it? It could be a bit of a struggle.
Yeah. Well, at the end of the day, mate, they're all the same size, you know, just in different parts of the board.
All doubles are equal.
Yep, they're all the same size. Except for bullseye, it's a little bit smaller, of course, but everyone loves hitting the bullseye.
Shout out to Jaymie Hilton-Jones for a 150 finish, the cheeky monkey.
Did he go
bullseye? Bullseye. He said he liked the lie of the first ball, and he went for the next 2. If you can do it, you can do it.
That takes some rather large kahunas, as you would say.
You got an update there on Cousy on the round the boards, just as we're 3-1 here for Hopes. He's looking pretty comfortable. I don't think John's quite brought his A game. Would that be fair to say for this game so far, Stu?
Oh, look, it's a bit patchy from John's perspective. He starts scoring well on his own throw. He's probably not attacking Haupai quite enough. Again, I'm learning new things every day, and Mark tells me they're all the same size. But look, spending some time in a dart hall for a few hours, you find out they're not all the same size, and we all prefer different things. But look, this is a beautiful game. This is high quality darts. Again, it seems to be typically going with throw. This looks like John's leg. He's just drifted into the treble 6. That leaves 52, 12 for tops. Oh, slightly high. Again, he will be coming back. Haupai 207, not on a finish. Again, John will be coming back for a double tops for a 3-2 game.
Haupai put the pressure on here, but you'd expect John with 3 clean darts at tops to take it out and make it 3-2. Hopes hasn't really put heaps of pressure on this 40. Hurring lay a little bit of a marker there. Another great marker. Is he just going to flick off that barrel?
Yeah, it looks like it.
And he hits it. What do we got there, Cousy, around the boards? Give us an update.
Currently 3-2 to Mark Cleaver over Jack Sheppard. Jack Sheppard averaging 90, Mark Cleaver averaging 84. Caden Milne is currently 3-2 down against Charles Hautapu. Charles is averaging 81.
Come on, Charles. Bit biased, but come on, Charles.
Bit of Kapi Mana pride there.
Wellington, bro.
Wellington.
He's ours.
And the big rig Ben Robb, 4-3 up against Jaymie Hilton-Jones, averaging 96 versus Jaymie's 86. So one more leg for the big rig, and he'll be home and hosed.
Some quality games in these quarterfinals. There's no easy matches from this stage onwards, is there, Stu? It's all top quality. You've got to be in your 80s, 90s. You've got to be hitting your double in within 2 or 3 darts.
Oh, look, who can pick a winner out of this field now, these quarterfinals? This game's a bit, it's flipped around a bit now. It seems to be the player that's got the throw is not as strong as what they were. We've got Haupai again jumping with a 98 and 96. Take the darts in this leg. John follows up with a 57. He seems to have lost his line slightly. So it's always going to be hard when you're playing your mate. You play each other so often. You know what you can do. Haupai's a bit below the wire there. He's blocked himself. He's straight down for the 19s. He'll probably stay there over the top 96. So Haupai's definitely got the darts in this leg. John needs to score strong. He needs the max.
Just we got Ben Robb throwing for the match against Jaymie. This has got big implications for the World Cup spot. Is he going to take it? And he takes it. Ben Robb's through to the semi-finals. 5-3 victory over Jaymie Hilton-Jones.
As much as I hate to say it, but Ben beat me today, so I don't really know who I'm rooting for today. But up the big rig, and either way, you really want your friends to win, but when there's a few of them still playing right now, it's hard to choose between your friends. Either one of them, I'd be happy for them to go.
All right, got Hopes here with a 90 here, Stu.
Yeah, this is a good leg of darts. Down for 87, probably go down for the treble 17. Leave 70, probably treble 18. Ooh, Hopes is drifting a little bit there. Again, learning something new here, Mark, because he's got friends, so that's really good to know as well. I'll write that down in the book. So certainly learning a lot about our darts players today. Oh, John's just drifting slightly down for double 10. He's over.
Wrong bed.
Wrong bed. Next door neighbour.
Sleeping around for John Hurring.
6. Probably going to start with treble 10 here.
I'm sure. I think that was
Mark's just trying to think with some awful comebacks from me.
Stu is absolutely burning poor Cozzy here. He's just trying to do a job.
Trying to be
he's just trying to do a job. And Irwin's the Stingray is destroying him.
Well, I'm a big barbecue man myself, so let's up for tops for Haupai. Pins here, look at that, 4-2 Haupai Puha.
As the roast of Mark Cozzy continues, Haupai Puha takes out another leg for 4-2. With Ben Robb coming through there, Cleaver's, I believe, in the lead as well. Oh, it's 3-all, so, but yeah, it's...
but he is behind, I would say so.
We've got potential the Cleaver Robb semi-final if Cleaver comes in, and that'll have massive implications. And Charles and Caden, the winner of that will play either Hopes or Hurring. So come on, Charles. Not going to be 10. We are biased. Wellington players.
Come have a cuddle. Come and give me a cuddle.
All right, Haupai Puha, 1 leg away. Hurring's not. Hurring's not quite with it at this. He'd be disappointed with a 76 average while he's playing Haupai Puha. It's not going to get the job done, but he's still in it. If he can break this throw, we're back on throw. Getting very quiet in here as well. There's a lot of interest. There's still a lot of people standing around watching the games. Vested interest in the outcome of this day. Good to see a few people sticking around, Stu, for these games. We said we're seeing the top New Zealand darts players in the country going at it. It's worth a watch, worth sticking around for, and seeing this top quality.
Finish. Jack Sheppard 4-3 up with the throw.
Wow.
4-3 up against Mark Cleaver. Jack Sheppard, is he going to cause the biggest upset in Nelson? We will see. He's playing well right now. He has the game. Started well. 180 for Jack Sheppard. He's on a 9. Charles Hautapu, 4-3 up against Caden Milne. He is
amazing. This Charles has been hungry, and I feel like obviously he's had some great results in the past. He's done quite well in the regionals, but
160 from John Hurring. What a
shot!
Can we report back to the...
There's too much going on here that we can't concentrate on one game.
That was
There's
a beautiful 160 finish from John. We were talking about the other games, and I just looked over there. I saw he was on 160. He was in the treble bed twice, and then he just hit that top wire. That was a beautiful dart. He's throwing now for 4-4.
Jack Sheppard is throwing right now for a 1-4-1 for the 9 data.
Jack Sheppard's on a 9 darter, and he's just missed. But what?
Still, respect to the young chap. For
Looks like he's going to put Cleaver out.
He looks in charge of the leg. 46 after 9, Cleaver back on 3-4-2. You have to think he's confident here.
He just looks like he's strolled in off the street. He's not wearing a dart shirt. He's just got his shirt on. He's just...
Double 18 for the match. Inside. Double 9. And that is not in there. He has busted his score, Jack Sheppard. But we will revert back to the main game on stage.
Yeah, the streaming ball. We got hopes here in Hurring. Hurring's well in the game here.
Oh, that was a poor visit by John. He really could have really taken the advantage in this leg. Hopes is back 53 points behind. And this one is too tight to call.
Jack Sheppard has just put Mark Cleaver out. That will have some major implications with the PDC standings for the World Cup of Darts.
Well, Ben Robb's certainly going to be happy with that result, and if John Hurring has, his best mate, but it'll be good for Ben if Hurring gets knocked out by Hopes here as well. So, yeah, it's going to come down to tomorrow. It's almost definitely coming down to tomorrow, and how many points is each player going to have, but that's not right. Hurring's well and truly in this game. Just needs to hold his throw here and try and break Hopes in the next leg to take the victory. Just a 60 from 59 from Hopes, leaves himself a 164. Hurring for a 148. There's a 58, so expect him to be back, but Hopes is.
You never know.
Hopes can obviously take out a 164, no problem.
Well, he's not going to take it out on this visit, but he's just going to be looking setting up. But look, 90's not easy. We'll probably expect John to go straight for the treble 20, maximise the scoring. 70, he'll probably stay there for single. Now he's going for the bull. Bull for 4-4. Oh, outside. Haupai's got a 100. He should be looking at treble 20 for tops.
No, I'd say go Bull Bullshoe. What are you talking about? Charles, how'd you get on, mate? Do you want to comment on your game straight away?
How'd you go? Did you win? Charles, we were following the game. A credible victory for Charles. Hautapu against Caden Milne. He's in the semis. He's here to cause some upsets, and he's doing it. The Black Mamba. Love it.
Some would say the shittest haircut in Wellington.
Oh, come on. Who would say that?
I heard that's
You
what
just said it.
No, that's what Stu said earlier.
Wow.
Sorry, Mark. Are we still in counselling or are we commentating? So what we got here is Haupai 60 tops, just above the wire. Oh, that looks like, is it in? I can't see from here. It looks like it's slightly above. John coming back for double 2. Down below, just above that one. Oh, up for the Madhouse. Oh, slightly down. Okay. Haupai should be coming back for three darts in his hands at tops. Would expect a player of Haupai's quality to put this to bed. Beautiful dart. First dart straight in there.
There we go. Haupai Puha through to the semi-finals. Takes out John Hurring in the quarters.
So Big Rig is licking his lips here with his 2 top 3 compadres going out early. He needs to maximise his points today, potentially with the win. But the class of the players still left to go. Ben's not going to take anything for granted. He needs to play his game and do what he does. But with with John and Mark going out early, He's got to be. I wouldn't say happy with the result, but happy within himself to know what he needs to do. Still another day tomorrow. But at the moment, Ben is your front runner. Been there before. He knows what he needs to do. He needs to maximise his points today. Coming into tomorrow, he needs to. But then again, John and Mark will reset and come back fighting tomorrow, and they both know what they need to do now.
Good stuff, Cozzy. Any thoughts, Stu, before we just take a little break?
Yeah, look, we're down to the semi-finals now. There's a few scrappy games going on. Guys aren't probably playing to their potential. We expect them to come back for the semi-finals. But look, just want to finish off with a big shout out to my co-commentator, Mark Cozzy. Big ups, respect, love you, Mark. Might joke and mess around, but we all love each other. Hey, let's keep tuned for the semi-finals. We'll see you back soon.
Alright, semi-finals time, we're off and running. I'm personally very stoked to see Charles in the last four here. He's been knocking on the door a bit. He's obviously a very good darts player, and he's making the latter stages here. He's doing some damage.
Yeah, welcome back. Semi-finals up now in Nelson. This is business time. Coverage brought to you by Drowning and Prevention Darts. We have got some of New Zealand's best darts players and a few surprises in the mix. Certainly Charles, probably a bit of a bolter. Jack Sheppard, what an amazing performance to take out Mark Cleaver. And he's playing Ben Robb on the other board. So look, this is going to be interesting. Certainly you'd expect Ben and Hopes to get through to the final and meet each other yet again. But looking at today's performance, you can't pick it. Who knows who's going to win this game?
Well, you said it's good to see a couple of new faces. Obviously we know Jack and Charles have been on the circuit Charles has been on it for a long time. Jack's a youngster, but it's good to see a couple of new faces here and potential to get to a final and maybe even win it today.
Oh look, it's no small feat getting a DPNZ semi-final spot, especially with a room full of top quality dart players. Charles has started really strong here. He's got the darts on Haupai and should be looking at probably 6 darts, 118 for 6 darts from here. Should be an easy leg for Charles to start off. Down the treble 20, drifts to the 5s, number sitting up, probably down the 19s bed, and he pegs it. Beautiful. That's 82, leave 36. Haupai back on 275. Should be looking at setting it up here. Needs treble 20. No, he's probably going to be, again, Charles will be coming back in at least 6 darts at 36 for the first leg. Again, trickiest switch over to double 9. Outside. Oh, inside. That's a disappointing visit from Charles, but he will be back.
Yeah, unusually got a bit of time against Hopes in this leg. Hopes not got the start that he'd like, so Charles has got a bit of time. Hopes will pile on the pressure there, though.
Yeah, beautiful 133 to leave himself ton, so Charles will be looking at single 1 for double 4. Hits the fat one. Outside. Oh, he pegs it with his 3rd dart.
Good clutch darts there. There's a bit of pressure with Haupai standing behind you on a 2-darter, and Charles takes it out with that 3rd dart.
Yeah, that was a beautiful leg of darts. Haupai probably not on the money. That was a very tense game against his good pal John Hurring, one of the hashtags crew. Emotionally draining, but he's really got to focus now. He's a professional. He's been here before. He knows what to do. He'll just focus on the board, let the darts do their work, scoring, setting up, and finishing.
Yeah, pretty. I said before, great to see Hope's back here. It brings a bit of a different energy, a bit of a different vibe because obviously he's the man to beat for all these guys. He set the new bar for New Zealand to get to the Pro Tour, and he's done well on the Pro Tour. He's struggled in places. It's a tough place to go and really lay down a marker, but he's setting a trend for the rest of these guys that are all looking up to him to go, I can do that. I can emulate Hopes as well.
Oh look, absolutely. As we know, there's a few people in this room. I won't name them, but there's a lot of talent and ability to get a tour card. Hopes is flying the flag for New Zealand. He's our first PDC tour card professional, and he's holding his own. He's probably not where he wants to be to retain his tour card. He's coming to the end of the 2 years, but it's not someone who we haven't seen play in New Zealand recently. We've played with him year after year. We know what he can do. He can power score. He can finish, but there's a whole lot of people looking up to him. He's led the way, and there's an opportunity for everyone in New Zealand who wants to take it to follow the path.
Special mention right now to the one, the only Scott Menzies, the Ghost Pepper, local legend in New Zealand and in Wellington.
Just a local legend.
You'd have to agree.
A legend.
He is a legend.
Where is Scott Menzies, by the way? I was hoping to get him some comments from Scotty, but he's Has he done a ghosty pepper?
No, Scotty's been travelling with CC, so Scotty won't be in the room. But yeah, big shout out to the Ghost Pepper. Join the Pepper Army.
There's a revolution coming. It's called the Pepper Army. It starts here. It starts with Scott Menzies. Going to take over the world. It's a lifestyle choice.
And we're back to game. Hopes on 78 over to single 4. Be looking at treble 14 for double 16 slightly outside. Single 20 to leave tops. His body language isn't very good at the moment. He's not throwing the darts the way he can, but he's left himself 40. 95 for Charles, down for treble 19. He hits it. Double 19 for the 2 legs. Just outside. That's a good marker. Slightly below. Hopes will be come back for tops for a level game.
Yeah, Charles is. Yeah, I mean, it's on throw, but if he could have broken Hopes there, that would have been quite big early in this game. As Hopes takes out the 40 to level it up at 1 apiece, and we've got the Rockstar. We've got the Rockstar Shambles, who's been absent from the commentary box for God knows how long. Don't know where he's been. Probably messaging some birds on his Instagram. But tell us what's going on, Shambles.
I was meditating outside.
For this moment.
I was actually watching Charles' last game, just being there, moral support. Played amazing against Caden. So let's just see what he can do against old Haupai Puha.
Yeah, but it's great to see Charles in this position in the semis. He's been working hard. He's a fantastic darts player. He's a fantastic guy, all-round good guy. So really stoked to see him playing at this level and really pushing these top guys, as he is one himself.
He's been meaning to jump on the circuit for a while now. He's finally got the opportunity, and he's making it shine. Shout out to all the cartel at the Cafe Mana Darts League on a Tuesday night. Me and Charles playing out the cartel at the moment. David Hiddlewinny, if you're watching, cheer my bro. But let's see what Charles can do.
And Charles is part of our house. We've got a house, and he's him, Taylor. Got the Shambles there, Rion, myself, the DPD team, Phil. Great house, and Charles is representing that house right now.
This is a really tight game at the moment. There seems to be nothing in it. Hopes isn't hitting the treble as consistently as he would like. Charles is playing really well, especially when he's playing someone like Haupai. A lot of people would fall just based on the name alone, but he's holding his own. He's throwing a fairly straight line. He's drifting slightly there, but I expect to see some fireworks from Haupai shortly, because we'd expect Haupai to start power scoring and start dominating this. But look, semi-finals, anything can happen. It's a longer format. We expect to see these guys start up in their averages, hitting the treble more frequently, and seeing some good darts.
Yeah, rarity to see Hopes in the late 60s there. It's not like him. But this is where Charles can potentially take advantage, and obviously had those 2 darts at double 19 in the last leg. But he's got to jump all over this, because you don't get Hopes often averaging this low, this early. So let's see what he can do. He's ahead in this leg as well. Hopes is, he finds that triple there just to give himself a finish.
Again, the moment's a really tight game. There's nothing in it. Charles is playing really well. He's finding nearly 1 treble a visit. He's just managing to keep ahead. It's his darts here. It's his leg to lose. Again, just looks like he's pegged the treble. The last dart, leaving himself 41. But this 153, this is doable for Hopes. Slightly below, so he'll be looking at setting up. Oh, and there's a bounce out. That's unfortunate.
Bounce outs.
Yeah, look,
in this game.
That can really hurt you at this stage in the leg. You don't mind having a bounce out when you're in the 400s, but when you're setting yourself up, Charles is coming back for 41. Don't know Charles' play, but I'm expecting either 9 or single 1. He's gone for the 9 for double 16. 2 straight darts in his hand. Oh, he's knocked them out. We seem to be having a lot of bounce outs. Haupai coming back for 114. Probably expect to see him straight at treble 20. Oh, and the shot's off now. That's an errant dart from Haupai. And he's had another bounce out.
Yeah, that's 4. I think at least 4 bounce outs between the 2 already. I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah, this has got really scrappy coming down to it, but Charles is coming back again for 32 for a 2-1 lead. 3 darts in his hand, inside on the 16, double 8. Next door, slightly outside. That's a good marker. And he pegs it with his 3rd dart. Charles Hautapu, 2-1 against Haupai Puha. Puha to throw.
Again, he's just this is a bit of a grind here. Charles is, Hopes isn't playing his best, and Charles is punishing him for it. He maybe should be 3-0 up with those 2 19s in the second leg. So, yeah, it's he's not letting Hopes get away with these poor darts by Hopes' standard.
Yeah, Hopes is clearly in a charitable mood, and he's offering up lots of presents for Charles. Slightly errant darts there. That's not a great visit. He won't be happy with that. But Haupai, again, looks like he's in the treble, so he'll be taking control of this leg. You expect at some stage the averages will improve. At the moment, it's just finding their way. It's like 2 boxes in the first round, just filling each other out. But look, Charles got to take every opportunity he's got, because, look, having played Hopes many times, you don't get that many opportunities.
Puts in a solid ton there, but the 24 to begin the leg. Also, there's a bit of prize money on the line here. You win this, it's worth $500, probably a $300 game. If you get to win the whole thing, you win $1,000. So there's that on the line as well. That little bit of added pressure.
Yeah, look, I think for most darts players, they don't even think about the prize money. They think about the position they're playing in. Prize money is a bonus, but it's often not what you play for. But what we're seeing is a real bit of a scrappy game at the moment, and you often get that in the semi-final or quarter-final. You've had a tough game the game before. Haupai, it's a beautiful 94, switches across the 18s, takes control of the leg. Charles back on 3-17. Expect this to be 2-2 very shortly, but Charles is hitting that treble again quite consistently. Commentator's curse, over in the 1. Nice shot of 81, but hopes to come back from 154. 6 darts from here.
In the other semi-final, it's 2-1 the Big Rig against Jack Sheppard. Big Rig going to get the final, maybe win it, and he might take command of this race for the World Cup spot if he does win. So it'll be interesting. Can Jack Sheppard? He's causing a few disruptions, as is Hopes in this race, and so is Charles.
Beautiful 140 there for board pressure from Charles. Both sit on 96, Haupai with darts in his hand. Again, you'd be expecting treble 20 for double 18. Again, staying there for treble 20. Oh, down for the 16s. Oh, again, loose darts from Haupai. Not something you'd expect to see at this stage of a semi-final. Charles coming back to the same score, 96. Slightly below. Probably staying there. Oh, another wild dart, unfortunately, again. 23 scored. That leaves 73 down for the... Oh, I'm not sure he went for the 16s, or was it the 19s he was going for? Oh, he's left himself tops, so I got it wrong. Double 16 for Hopes for a level game. Outside. Inside. 2-2 in this semi-final.
There we go, we're still on throw. Ben Robb takes a 4-2 lead over Jack Sheppard. Rage, few different faces in the semi-finals here. Charles, personally quite proud of the guy. He's from our region, Wellington.
Nice. I've actually played Charles in the last 32 in the Nationals, and he's a really clutch player when it comes to these in-games. Oh, nice. What a good start there, Charles. 140. 180. Beautiful follow-up. These are the games that you want to watch, finally, These are those clutch games you got, like pretty much underdog versus top DOG.
Yeah, well, we've got Jack Sheppard, he'd be an underdog against the Big Rig. We got Charles. Can either of these guys upset what's been the New Zealand World Cup team for the last 2 or 3 years, the best 2 players probably in the country over the past few seasons of darts? That would be fair to say, I think.
Yep. So was Hopes and Ben in the last World Cup. Done really well, but yeah, it'll be interesting. It's going to be interesting. We've got a couple of underdogs in here that are looking fucking really good.
This is an interesting leg. I thought we were going to start seeing some top quality darts. The boys started with 140, 180, but it seems to be getting scrappy again. Hopes has probably got a chance here of taking the darts from Charles. And he finishes with a lovely 82, just to still a bit of a jump. No one's on a finish yet. Charles 256. Straight in the treble bed. Slightly above. Straight 100 will leave him a finish. Oh, I think he stayed in there. Yeah, straight 100. He's first to a finish. Hopes on 179. Down for the 19s. Probably up for the 20s. Staying up there to leave himself. Oh, looks like he's left himself the Shanghai. 156.
We all love a Shanghai.
Oh, we do love a Shanghai.
It's one for the crowd.
Absolutely. But Charles here looking at setting up, looking at filling up that red bit. Needs to hit a treble, put board pressure on. Ooh,
that deserved more. Give him more for that. Come on. I'd give him at least a ton 40 for that.
Oh, look, I'd give Charles a parking ticket for parking on the double lines there. That was unbelievable. I don't know how any of those didn't go in the treble there. Hope's looking for he's down below, leaves himself 80. Probably down for the treble 16. Yep. Charles coming back for 96. Would expect him to stay straight here on treble 20 for double 18. This first dart's really important. Beautiful mark if he stays there for double 8. He's looking at double 8 for a 3-2 lead. That's a beautiful dart. Ooh, slightly outside.
I feel that needed to go. But let's see what Hopes. How many? He's either going to get one or two at this.
64.
And he'll get two.
Yeah, he's back straight in there. Double 8 up for double 4. Bread and butter finish. Ooh, inside. Charles will be coming back for double 8 for a 3-2 lead. 3-2 Charles. Beautiful.
Shout out to the drifters, by the way, who I believe are watching the stream. Sure, just as proud of Charles as we are in this, and he's hanging with Haupai Puha, one of the best players in New Zealand. So come on, Charles. Not to be biased, but we can be biased. We'd love Charles to win this game.
Well, no one can ever accuse any of the Wellington crowd from being biased. You know, I've never met a bunch of level-headed individuals. You know, certainly they call everyone, but this is a good game. Charles is playing well. It starts with a 140.
We always want to see the underdog win, or do we?
Underdogs, dogs, overdogs. This is just a beautiful
any
game
kind of dog.
Any kind of dog. But none of these boys are dogs at the moment. They are playing beautiful darts. Haupai is steady, but he's not hitting the scores you'd expect for such a seasoned pro. But Charles is playing fantastic. He's got a chance here of taking a 4-2 lead. And he's
good switch there.
Beautiful 96. He's hitting the treble with such consistency. He's definitely putting the pressure on Haupai. Haupai needs to respond. Otherwise, he'll be exiting at this stage.
Definitely experienced. They are, Stu. You know, like the way that Charles was handling this game is, you definitely know that he's been playing for a while. So
he's got a good temperament there. He's pretty level-headed. He's not panicking.
Yep. So it's like it's nothing new to him, I think. You know, probably played Haupai half a dozen times, but you know, it's just nothing new to him because he knows where to consist on the right times and where to time it in the right place.
It's good signs to see that in a dart player, that they don't flinch when they're playing the big names, the guys, the Hopes that's played the whole season, playing the Gary Andersons and the Luke Littlers of this world, and Charles isn't fazed by that one bit.
Well, I think Charles will probably half want this game anyway, so you know, just to go up against the best. Everyone wants to go and play the best so they can be the best. So
he's going to have a 34 here. I imagine he'll go straight for it, Stu.
You probably know Charles better than me. I'll be splitting it myself. Haupai's on 76, but I'll be going straight for single 2. And he's done that. He's split it over for double 16. Outside. Another dart in hand. Inside. Oh, he's hit the double 7. That leaves him 18. Haupai back on 76. This is a crucial visit coming out for the outcome of this game. This could be 3-3 or it could be 4-2.
Straight for triple 20 there, Stu.
Expect the straight.
Yep.
It's probably going to drop down for 16, but it depends on that dart sitting. He might stay there. And over for double 18.
Good.
Oh, slightly inside. Both sitting on double 9, 18. But this is not an easy double. No one
chance,
like these.
Your chance to take it.
And he hits and he breaks the Haupai Puha throw. 4-2 lead.
In the words of Charles Hautapu, hit it or split it.
There we go. Great insight from Shambles. 4-2 to Charles. We call him, got a couple of nicknames. His cool nickname is the Black Mamba, but we call him Chalker.
I just don't want to comment on the Black Mamba, but
That's the name. That's the name. I'm just telling you what the name is. We've got Jack Sheppard is up 5-4 in the big rig as well. There's going to be a couple of big upsets potentially here.
Sheppard's just hit a 182 to leave himself.
Jack Sheppard's coming of age in this tournament for sure.
The game is real. The game is real, and it is on. This is the
Here we go. Charles is about to fill it up with a 180. Oh, and he hit. Is that a 180? It looks like a 180 to me. Charles.
we could be looking at a different final than what we expected by the start of the day here. This is great for New Zealand. This is so exciting.
Jack Sheppard's got two darter to take out Ben Robb as well. I can't. There's too much going on, even in 2 games.
you might have to hand the mic over and go for a break, bro. Might get a bit too much pressure for you, bro.
I might have a heart attack. This is.
Ben needs a 1-3-1. So on the other screen we've got Ben who needs a 1-3-1 to.
Sheppard's on top.
Jack's on top, so we're just kind of moving over to the other game because there's 2 games that are going and they are mean. Jack gets it. Jack just beats Ben Robb. So Jack Sheppard will be playing Charles Hautapu or Haupai Puha in the final. So game on!
Big upset there from Jack Sheppard, and that's. And I think Mark Cleaver and John Hurring will be pretty happy with that result. That's wasn't maybe super expected. We know Jack Sheppard's got talent. He's a good player. He's beaten the big boys, but I think this is his first run to the final shoe in the DPNZ, I believe.
For you, anyone listening in Nelson area, you're not experiencing an earthquake, but we are seeing a momentous shift in New Zealand darts. Wow, Jack Sheppard, Jack took me out in the last 16. It was an interesting game. Jack just scored heavily, but my God, he has just thrown some amazing darts. But look at the other boys.
Ain't it good to see, Stu? Ain't it good to see, different people coming up in the ranks?
Oh, and Charles takes out the 60. He's 5-2 up against Haupai Puha. Haupai's got to win the next 4 legs straight, and this is another incredible upset we could see.
Apologies for anyone listening at home for the background noise. It's not biased Wellington guys, but what we're seeing here is we're seeing some shocks on the cards. This is some fantastic performance. Jack Sheppard to take out Ben Robb. Charles Hautapu 5-2 against Haupai Puha. This is fantastic darts. There's tension in the room. We can all feel it.
Yeah, Charles.
Charles is playing a great game here. He's doing the business. He's taking out the doubles when he's needed to take them out. And Hopes looks under pressure. You can see a bit of emotion with Hopes. You don't often see that. He looks uncomfortable up there at the moment.
Yeah, look, I think Hopes' heart rate might be up to about 40, 45 now, which is
a living heartbeat.
Which is incredible for someone who remains so calm. But what can you do when you're faced with what Charles is throwing? He's taken every opportunity that's been given to him. He hasn't missed. It's a fantastic performance by Charles Hautapu.
Yeah, good lead. Like I said, 4 legs on the spin for Hopes. Let's not take this for granted. Charles still has to hit that double. He has to throw a solid leg to win. But it's looking good at this stage.
Well, Charles has got nothing to lose really, and with the pressure that comes across Haupai. Well, look at that, 135. Look, that could have been a 180, but it's gonna be hard for Hopes though. Like, he's expected to be doing so much, but at the end, of the day, whānau, we're all human beings, so, you know.
So Charles and he hits that triple. He's in well control of this leg against the throw to win the match. Looks like he has a bounce out, I believe. Oh no, there wasn't a bounce out. It was hidden behind, so he leaves himself 120. Stu, let's 120 for Charles.
Gotta say,
comes back.
it's Charles is to lose from here. He is playing spectacular. Beautiful 140 board pressure, 97 for Hopes, but Charles is coming back for the Shanghai for the match. The way he's been hitting that treble, look at that, straight in there. Now he needs to be high. He can't be anywhere near that treble. He's possibly could have blocked it, but he hasn't moved. He's staying there. Oh, slightly too high. Puha coming back for 97.
Unlucky Charles, he had a dart for the match there, but he felt like he was a bit blocked off with those two other darts that didn't quite lie straight. But then Hopes hits the 3 and the 4. He's all over the place, Hopes now.
Well, there's the 7.
Charles is coming back for a clean 3 darts at double top for a massive, massive upset. And to get to the final is DPNZ Pro Tour number 5. Here we go, Charles.
Well, Nelson shocked the world when he took Trafalgar out. Can Charles Hautapu? Hautapu.
And there it is! Double top with the second dart for a 6-2 win over New Zealand Pro Tour player Haupai Puha, the legend. Charles gets the victory. Rage?
Nice. But, you know, if you see Hopes in it, his demeanour on how he lost it, like, you know, what exceptional sportsmanship that goes on around here. Like, you know, good on you, Hopes, and good on you, Charles. Congratulations for the win, and right, get it.
Amazing. So a Jack Sheppard versus Charles Hautapu game in the final. No one would have expected that on a day like today, but wow. Great to see 2 new players up in that final, Stu. That's really exciting. And they beat the big boys to get there.
Oh, that's great to see. No one would have picked this final at the start of the day, but what performances by Charles and Jack. No one can doubt they deserve that place. They played fantastically all day. This is going to be a great final, and whoever takes it out, they're taking their maiden DPNZ Pro Tour victory away. This is fantastic for the darts.
Awesome. All right, we'll be back for the final. Looking forward to it. We're back live. We're actually alone in the commentary booth, which is unusual. We got David Adams. I'm going to try and get Scotty, the Ghost Pepper Menzies, to join me for the final. We only keep the legends for the commentary for finals. So we're going to have the Ghost Pepper Scott Menzies join us in the commentary booth. We've been waiting to hear from Scotty. Or, well, I have. I don't know about everyone else. But let's just talk about the big story here. First of all, Charles making it to the final, beating Haupai comfortably in the semis. Amazing.
Oh, awesome to see. Charlie Boy's such a great dart player, great dude, all-round good guy. I don't think there'd be a single person here that would be upset about seeing him beat Haupai. We're all pretty happy. It was awesome.
Well, I went up to Haupai, just probably wasn't the right time, but I was like, oh, Hope's unlucky, but how about Charles? He didn't. I was so excited for Charles to get through that game, and yeah, super proud of him, showing how capable he is, putting his name. Everyone knows Charles in the dart scene, obviously, but really just reminding people what he can do.
134.
And let's not forget, I mean, Jack, amazing player too. You know, he's put out Maestro, Mark Cleaver. He's put out Ben Roll, and he's throwing some amazing stuff.
We've got Damo, the coach, with us as well. What are your thoughts on this final?
Yeah, Jack Sheppard's been playing awesome. I had him in my section play today. He was the only one that I lost to, and he's just been on fire the whole day. So it's looking like a mean final right now.
100.
Yeah, as you said, Jack Sheppard, credible player. He's been. I think he went over to the Winmau World Masters earlier this year. He's obviously hungry for it.
He went to Q school as well,
136.
and he did all right. Like, he had some good averages in the 80s. But look at Charlie Boy, 9 darts thrown, he's left 50. That's world class.
Well, he's just beaten a world class player. So
140.
what a game this is so far! Fantastic first leg.
So just relax. It's okay. You're okay. Here we go, Charlie. Second dart in hand.
Here we go, Connor, the con man, shambles Nolan. 11 dart leg from Charles to start. Just a casual 11 darter.
In there, Charlie boy. In there.
Wow, I've never seen someone look so hungry right now. He is just into it.
Both him and Jack are both hungry right now. Jack is probably trying to fight back at the moment, but he's always been kind of the underdog playing today. And he's managed to come on top, but Charles looked deadly against Haupai.
140.
What a game. The scoring in this is epic. It's just good viewing.
Shout out to David Adams doing the calling today. Great caller. Usually himself or Stu Irwin will do the calling. It's always good to create that bit of atmosphere and everyone can see and hear what's been hit.
40.
Jack Sheppard just dropped down from 140 average to 90, just in one throw. Darts is brutal.
Some good points on offer here, just in the long term for the New Zealand Darts Masters, and they're collecting obviously as Jack Sheppard puts in a 180 to leave himself 141 after 9.
Scott, speak up.
Charles keeping the pressure on, but Jack, can he get a 12 darter here? There's the triple 20. Goes the 15s route.
85.
Sets it up relatively. Got a few people in the crowd here hung around, probably about 30-40 people watching on, seeing what's going to happen.
83. Jack, you require
Could be starting with 2 breaks to throw here. Very high quality final so far. I suspect Jack's going to hit this.
46.
Ooh, leaves Charles with the outside hope. 1-2-1. Come on, Charlie boy, you know how to hit this. Oh, missed the big number. Needed 11 for bullseye.
81.
He said it well.
Jack, you require 10.
Niggly finish here for Jack. Last start.
Game shot of the second
That's
minute,
clutch.
Jack Sheppard.
That's clutch from Jack.
Right in the corner. Yeah, use the barrel.
Game on.
Breaks that throwback. We're one apiece.
It's game on in here, whānau. We're in the final. Jack Sheppard versus Charles Hautapu. Come on!
Thanks for that, Rage. Love your work, bro. Gone very quiet in here. Apart from Rage, obviously, but...
Two Sears his name.
58.
So we've got first to 7 here, so still a long way to go. Shout out to the drifters that are all watching back in Wellington, supporting your boy Charles. Jack Sheppard, remind me, Scotty, where is Jack Sheppard? Where does he hail from? Where's his whānau?
He's from Taupo, but he plays for Southland at Nationals. He's always played for the Southern Raiders. I'm not sure what the story is there, but he's a Taupo boy. But look, he gets himself around the place, and he's been playing for a number of years. Form has been a bit variable, but man, the last few tournaments, he's took out some big names and he's thrown some huge darts. Like, there's no one here wants to play Jack right now. I think he's throwing pretty consistently here. Charles sort of needs to pick himself up a little bit.
I want to play Jack Sheppard.
Damo, the coach, is keen to play Jack Sheppard. Right, Jack Sheppard with the 160s, and that's not going to go. Charles back on 2-2-1. Let's see if he can put a dent into this.
Jack, you require 60.
You think this will go? Good marker with the second dart.
Game shot on the third leg, Jack Sheppard. Fourth leg, Charles.
I do love how Jack's just turned up in his shirt and his pants. He's not even wearing a dart shirt. He's just like, I'm wearing what I want. Mad respect for that.
He's in the Airtech shirts, like the old sort of farmer's attire. Looks like he's just sheared 60 sheep, milked 200 cows, and now he's in for a casual game of darts, averaging 91.
As you do. That's what Southland people do.
Good, honest folk. He could do with doing
it. Wouldn't be a proper day if he hadn't done all that previous to playing a game of darts.
In that rush to get to darts, he's forgot to do up about 3 buttons as well.
100.
There's ventilation. Sorry, there's ventilation.
And it's clearly working because he's 2-1 up in the final. As you said, he's taken out all the big guns on the way. He's upset everyone. We were all expecting a Hopes, a Cleaver, a Ben Robb, John Hurring in the final. None of that. These two guys have come along and just mixed it up today.
Oh, mad respect to Jack. He's playing awesome darts. Charlie's come back here. He's playing nicely. I reckon we're set for a 2-all game. First to 7. It's anyone's game at this point.
Charles with a 280.
Bro, you fellas are biased. There's 2 Wellingtons here, sitting here, commentating this game.
3.
3. Hang on. 3.
We haven't told anyone yet.
We are slightly biased towards Charles.
Region 9, Region 9, bro. Region 9.
That is true.
125.
But big love to Jack Sheppard. But bigger love to Charles. As he hits in that first triple.
Go to bull.
Goes down.
So at the end of the day, it's all going to come down to the class of these two players. You know, like, I think a couple of them might have been here before, but it's going to be a close game. Tune in, because we're going to get it.
Jack Sheppard leaves himself the big fish. Let's see how Charles sets this up, because he might have to take it out.
He's leaving it handy. Leaves himself tops.
Could we see a big fish on the live stream? Love to see it. The first one's in. It looks like it's in. No, that's in the 555. Just deflects off the first dart. And Charles for 3 darts at double top to level the game. Double 5. And he's going inside. Not ideal.
He's going to get 1 dart at tops here, Jack. Oh, he goes under. Charles with an awkward clean-up of 5.
Do you like the 3 route or the 1 route, Scotty?
Either.
See a lot of the 3 route these days.
Either or. That big number to hit is one of the hardest. Because it's so easy to bust. So if you're comfortable with 1, if you're comfortable with 3, either.
Especially if you're really bad at darts like me, it's even harder.
Well, don't say that, Sam. You did beat me.
I did beat you, Scotty, but it was a handicap, but I still beat you. 104 checkout. Thanks for mentioning.
A win's a win, mate.
You know, so we got some interesting stats here for Charles Hautapu. So his highest average is 79.2. His actual world dart ranking is 463, and he's sitting here in a DPNZ final. So that tells you the talent of what New Zealand's got, and let's do it.
I did not realise Charles was world number 400 and, what was it, 63?
Yeah.
463 in the world. What are you?
You know, number 2.
Let's go around the room and what am I? I might be like
and this is on top of
80,000 maybe. I don't know. I could be anything.
But those are some interesting stuff for you, whānau.
Yeah. I like those stats. We're trying to keep it, neutral here.
So I got some interesting stats on Jack Sheppard as well. So he is a former youth champion in New Zealand. Also plays out of Taupo, but plays around in the Region 4 in Rotorua.
Is he not playing for Southland?
Southland.
No.
So his region team is Southland, but he plays out up from the north. Because the Southland Raiders don't have a trial for their one, so any applications happily apply.
As we get on with Charles, is 141. Jack puts in a 140 to really pile the pressure on. Charles isn't going to take out this 141, so Jack's going to come back for a 67 to take a 3-leg, have a 3-leg advantage. I feel the next leg's pretty crucial if Jack takes this out, Scotty, because I don't think Charles can afford to be broken a second time.
Super darts from Jack Sheppard there. That was a great finish. 1 dart at tops, and he pinned it. 4-1 up, yeah. Charles has left a mountain to climb here. He can do it, though.
He just needs to break a throw, and he'll be back on throw. Holds his throw here. Can he get a lovely 180?
121.
That'll do to start the leg.
Jack's looking super composed here. Really impressed with this kid.
Very focused at the moment. I haven't seen Jack play like this for some time now. It's good to see him playing like this. But yeah. Come on, Charles.
It's much sure, but we're trying to be really neutral, but come on, Charles. let's not pretend who our favourite is.
I just want to close the game.
68. Still in control of this leg. Yeah, enjoyed our day at the Nelson Club, by the way, Sun City Darts Club. Very good proper darts hall, I'd call it. You know, no frills. There's dartboards. There's good food. I had some good kai earlier. Staff are friendly and lovely and cheap drinks too. So, got to give it to the Sun City Darts Club. Always nice to come to Nelson. Feels like a holiday. It was a straight ton from Charles, but Jack were a 107 ton plus finish.
Oh, it's on. One dart at tops. Ooh, snuck into the neighbour, a double 5. Charles really needs to take this. 108. Is he going to go 19s or 20s? Let's go on the 19s route. Needs the triple to leave 32. No, it's not going to go on this occasion. Needs to leave it handy. Oh. Just losing the line a little bit, Charles, with his darts. Possibly under a bit of fatigue.
Yeah, it's a long day here. We started at 12 o'clock. We're nearly at the 7:45, so it's been almost 8 hours of darts action. So there's a lot of stamina involved. Keeping yourself going, keeping yourself motivated, throwing good quality darts for a long time. How do you guys, Damo, how do you cope with the stamina of the day and keeping yourself playing well for hours on end?
Oh man, it's a bit of a hard one to try and figure out, to be honest. One moment you're up and then the next you're down. You're trying to pick yourself back up, and that could be just in the one game.
93.
And then if it's going down to a last leg, oh man, the pressure just goes up even more.
Yeah, Charles looking in a bit of trouble here. He's certainly got to break this throw to, I think, really stand a chance of getting back into it. But Jack's been very impressive in this match. Not too much between the averages, but it's those clutch darts, those doubles. Jack's given himself a few more chances at them.
Key moments. I'm noticing Charles' darts just dragging a little low at the moment, which I think is a bit of a sign of fatigue, but he's an experienced campaigner. He can pick this back up. Get a couple of 2 treble visits like it's on now, and then he's back in it.
140.
There we go. Right on cue.
Just like that. A 140 puts himself in the driver's seat, but we'll see what Jack can produce here. Just a 59. So you think Charles will fancy this leg?
19 or 20s? Yeah, 20.
I feel like a leg against the throw would really get Charles buzzing again. Give him a bit of a come on.
Charles doesn't give it large though, does it? He's plays within himself.
In his head.
Go on. He's got a shot here. 2 darts at tops. Ooh, the opportunity goes by. Jack has got 3 darts at 55 for a 6-1 lead. Oh, he's missed the big number. He's left 36, 1 dart. Composes. Oh, he's starting to drag it. The pressure.
Big visit here, Charles, to stay in the match. It's got to go.
Good marker. Down to double 10. Last start in hand. He pins it.
Great dart from Charles there. Keep himself in the game.
The relief on his face. Oh, I love my brother. He's such a good dart player. And I guess that's any dart player really, yeah. When you're 4-1 down and you just hit that double after a good fight, the relief you have on your face is just like, oh my God.
Look at this. Opens with a 140 break. That's given him a hell of a lot of momentum, that win. If Jack doesn't weather the storm, he could find himself a tight game. What a response, Jack. Great darts.
Yeah, I think this could kickstart Charles into... He's livened up a bit. It's given him a bit of confidence. Throwing solid, as is Jack in this leg as well, though.
Jack starts is super straight at the moment. It's a pretty good break, 140-140. Charles still with the darts in hand, though. One treble visit here, he'll still be on top. Could be going for 3.
Fantastic darts.
What a leg.
Down to 1-2-1 after 9. And Jack's putting all the pressure on him too.
Jack for
136.
85 after 9 darts for Jack. Incredible darts we're seeing here. Needs the 17. No, he misses. Got to set this up. He's got 84 left, either 20s or 16s, and he pins the 20.
Cracking dart from Charles there.
Super set. 16 or treble. Got the bullseye. Oh, it was a great effort. Charles now has 3 darts at 24 to go 3-5. Bridge the gap.
Another big moment in the game. He's laid down a marker. He's inside there, 6. Oh, he's just outside.
Now, is Jack going to split this or go straight at it? 38 required. He's split it. Oh, he's hit the big 10. 28 required. This is big. Oh, he's missed outside. Outside again. This is a big moment in the match right here.
Charles is back. 6. Let's get it back to 5-3. Hold the throw. He's inside. He's going for the tee bag. We know the 3 is the tee bag. Come on, Charles. That's a big opportunity miss. I don't see Jack missing again. I fancy him for this 14, Scotty.
Yeah.
And there we go. Yeah, he's going to be thrown for the match now. Punish Charles.
Can't help but feeling Charles let an opportunity slip through his fingers there. But, Jack's only broke it with 90, so Charles has still got a chance here. The hardest thing in darts is hitting that winning double. In golf you can lag a putt up to near the hole and tap it in. In darts you've got to hit a double. And under pressure, and if you've never won a tournament, neither of these players have won a tournament. So, look, it's a huge lead, but it's still not over.
Yeah, I felt Charles had a bit of momentum with the leg before that he won, and it's kind of dissipated. But can he put in the work here? He's got a massive hill to climb with 5 legs straight, but it starts with this one and breaking the throw. But Jack Sheppard's been very solid in this game.
96.
It's been a good quality game. Some good scores, some good clutch finishes. Go for the 25 to leave him sort of 170, but he misses it. So can Charles do a 6 dart from 210? Lay it up. 100. It's okay.
How handy's Jack can leave this? Okay. You'd fancy Charles 6 darts from 110 from here. Just lay it up. An okay set.
56. Does Jack do the champagne finish for the win? It's on. Triple 19.
It's on. Bullseye for the match. He's
Looks like he's
composing
blocked
himself.
the bed a little bit there, though.
He's moved a lot to the right. Can he creep in style? Ooh. Off the barrel.
I think the flight was completely blocking the bed there. So Charles, this has to go. This has to go. Inside. So Jack Sheppard, 3 darts to take out DPNZ Pro Tour number 5. 3 darts at double 18 to take it home.
He's gone inside. 2 darts at double 9.
Oh.
And that's the pressure. Arm tightened up and he's left 4. Big chance here for Charles. 3 at double 10. First dart pinned.
There we go, and like as you said, Scotty, it's about hitting that clutch last dart, and Jack fell into that 14 bed. He was nowhere near the double 8, and we're back on here potentially.
Yeah, neither of them won a title, but Charles has probably got a little bit more experience under his belt. You know, Jack's still in a commanding position here, but, you know, 6-3, I still think it's anyone's game. We just saw that hitting that last double was not easy.
With darts like that, Jack Sheppard's going to give himself plenty more chances to get that winning double. Good cover shot there. Needed that.
Yeah, solid, super solid darts here. Both either 1 or 2 triple visits. Charles looking good here. It's a hold throw.
84.
Just a little slip there. Super solid darts from Jack. Super solid darts. He's probably got possibly 6 darts from 121 to clean this up.
Yeah, that was a big visit with that 140. Charles has really got to find that triple bed. He's not finding it. He leaves himself 164, but Jack Sheppard for the game now, 121.
That's in the treble, 61, 2 darts in hand. Or is it above? He's left himself 68. Can Charles do something big? Come on, Charlie boy. How handy can he leave it? What's the pressure's going to be on Jack? Left it handy. Oh, Jack's gone the 16s route. 1 dart at 32 for the match. Oh, well outside.
Here we go, Charles now. 66. Triple 10, double 18 is always the route. Tops Charles to get back to 6-4, and he hits it. What a dart from Charles. Clutch dart, 6-4. The pressure is now on Jack Sheppard. It's a close game. If Charles can beat him again, break him again, then we are really game on. Thoughts, Coach?
It's an amazing game. They're both playing well. Charles coming back with that has just turned this into an amazing game.
2 breaks for Charles, but all Jack needs to do is hold us through here, and if he can hold us through, well, that could be the meaning between getting the dub or getting the L. So, you know, props to both of them, and let's go.
A solid start from Jack Sheppard on his throw. Charles needs to match this, and he does.
Super impressed with Jack because he's missed a handful of match starts now, but his power scoring is still as good as it's been all match. He's hitting tons for fun. This looks like a 140 incoming, no, 85, but still super scoring. Can Charles stick with him?
Well, you think a 15 darter on your own leg, which is basically just 4 tons and a check out with the
101
and 101. That's what you ideally want. You'd expect to win most legs like that.
The big question is, does experience trump youth? Or, let your mind wander.
Who do you think's got the experience? Who do you think's got the youth?
Well, I don't see Jack Sheppard with a grey beard.
Good point. One day
I
he will.
don't say anybody, but...
All right, so here's Jack. Got the shangy.
Back tops for the win.
And he hits it. Jack Sheppard takes out the 120 finish to beat Charles Hautapu in a great final. A great final. 2 new faces in the final. Jack Sheppard takes it. And we'll grab an interview with Jack Sheppard and Charles in a second.
All right, and we're just running over to catch up with the 2 players. I'm going to start with the runner-up first, and then I'll come to you, Jack. So, Chalker, over here, mate. Hey. Outstanding. We'll just move over this way a little bit, get into the frame. I think we're in there. So, my God, how are you feeling? Making the final, mate. You must be so happy with yourself.
I'm pretty overwhelmed at the moment. Getting this far, unbelievable.
Yeah, mate, we watched you all day, solid after solid performance after solid performance. You whitewashed people, just solid darts all day. How have you approached today? How's it all gone?
Oh, well, the approach I took today was just play my game. Don't worry about what they're doing and play solid darts. I think I did a lot of that. Maybe some room to improve, but definitely got taught a lesson there. So.
And you nearly had the comeback there. He was, what was it? I think it was 5-1 up, and then you came back again, and then you came back again, and we were all sat over there going, "This is going to go all the way here." It's experience versus the young buck, and again. But if you could summarise it quickly, how's today been?
Amazing. So for me, absolutely exploding. So, I'm over the moon with my performance. So there are a few things I could have worked on.
Well played today, mate. Outstanding final. Vital Pro Tour points. Well played.
Cheers.
And we'll grab Jack quickly. Wow. Firstly, congratulations. What a day. Look, we've watched you on the Pro Tour for quite a while now. What was the big difference today? Because you were just on fire.
Oh, I've had a bit of form lately. It's just certain moments haven't clicked, and it just happened today. I found a few big chances when I needed it. There were a few times where I could have been down quite badly, and I just somehow found my way, took big moments, and here we are.
Yeah, I mean, and obviously Charles was coming back in that leg. You were kind of way in the lead, and then he started coming back a little bit. What was it that kind of? I think we saw the difference on the stream where something just clicked, and then you just, kind of. What was the difference there?
He came out foreign in the first leg. I thought if this is how the standard is, there's got to be no chance here. It was a really good first leg. He took that flawlessly, and I just took a couple chances, got a little bit ahead, and built a bit of confidence from there. But yeah, he started coming back, and I just knew I had to get it done as soon as I can, and just took those chances.
And again, an outstanding win on the DPNZ Pro Tour 5. You must be happy with the 20 points. What's the kind of aims for this year and next year? Like, what are you looking at the minute?
This year we've got the Youth World Champ spot. I'm looking pretty good for that now. So give that a good crack. I didn't expect to win this year. It definitely is something I've had on the list for a while. I've had a few disappointing finishes to some good tournaments. I went to Q School this year purely for the experience, and I think it's paid off. I knew I didn't have a chance there, but just see what the standard was, and I came here and just something's clicked.
Took some massive scalps along the way, mate. Like, absolutely outstanding. Well done. Great win. Well played.
Thank you very much.
Jackie boy, my man.
Alrighty, so we'll just wait for the prize giving. Wayne McBeath, Chief Executive of Darts Players New Zealand, will do the prize giving.
Congratulations to both of you.
Just a reminder that tickets are still available for the Cleaver Classic that's coming up on the 23rd of May, and there's only a couple of qualifying spots left. So if you are in the Hamilton area, make sure you get in touch with DPD, register yourself for the qualifier, and then as you'll see on the bottom of your screen, we've got the Cleaver Classic, which happens on the 23rd, which is the day before the New Zealand Pro Tour at River City Darts. And here comes Hayden picking up his top 16. Can just barely get them in shot there.
The last 16, Anui Hira.
Now, in case any of you have missed it, we do have two massive competitions going on. So there is 2 sets of tickets for you and 3 mates to be able to get to the ANZ Premier League that's happening in Wellington in November. We're really proud to be working alongside TEG Sports and the PDC to grow the game in New Zealand, and let's get behind that. So if you want to win tickets, all you need to do, here comes Johnny Tata. That's not Johnny, but we'll take it. So all you need to do to enter that comp is you've just got to like our Facebook page where this stream is on, and then follow us on YouTube. The more people can follow us on YouTube, the more we can grow the game in New Zealand. Here's Jaymie Hilton-Jones having a little wah-wah as he picks it up, but again, he's got to be happy with more points and a check. All you got to do is like our Facebook page, follow us on Facebook, and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and then just put done in any of our chats, and we will pick that up, and the winner will win you plus 4 mates to the ANZ Premier League. Now, the other thing that we've got is for all of the dads out there that want to teach their own kids the basics of swimming and water safety, we've actually got 50 free Splash Save Anywhere programs to give away. Just go to www.splashsave.org, search online programs. I'll interrupt. Here's Chores, the chalker as we know him best. Charles picking up his runners up medal. He just needs to get his photo. There you go, just getting the back of the old 1963 there from Wellington Darts, founded. And again, our winner, what a run Jack Sheppard has had in this tournament. He has been outstanding. A crowd favourite, people have seen him on this Pro Tour for a while, and today everything just went right for him. Picking up the winner's check and 20 massive points for this year, and it was awesome to hear him before. Big goals for the next 12 months. Massive shout out to Sun City Darts, they have been outstanding, and a massive shout out to DPNZ as always. Another phenomenally well run tournament. We will be back tomorrow. We might even stream a couple of group games in the morning. So the Pro Tour starts at 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. Nice early start, everybody's ready for it. Day 2 of darts. Just want to finish off by saying thank you very much for joining us on the stream, and we will see you next time.